All right. And I am officially live. Let me see. I'm actually all right. Here we go. It's been a while. It's been a while. It's been long in coming. And I'm currently live on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I'm using the software StreamYard so that I'm in different places at one time. And I may toggle between different ones just to see if I am up and going. I look forward to folks hopping on. It's been a while. And so, for those who don't know who I am, my name is 𝐏𝐫𝐞𝐩𝐚, and I've been assisting twin flames on their journey for a while now. For a while, and I love it. And so many people have experienced success on this journey. I see one person is on. Feel free to comment and let me know if you can hear me and see me okay as well. All right, I look forward to connecting with all of you again. And I have to say, spirits had me on pause. All right. They were like, 𝐏𝐿, you've been doing all this work. Take a step back, put your feet up. And I just could not, let's just say I was on pause. And I'm glad to not be on pause. And I'm also really excited to see that there are people hopping on. Right now, I'm just taking a look real quick with Facebook to see if I am on there as well. All right. And again, feel free to comment. All right. So I was going to make this a question and answer, but somebody asked me a really good question earlier today. And thank you for the question. You know who you are. Thank you so much. And I was like, all right, this is a really good place to begin. And I hope the title appeared as I would love to show comments on. Oh, okay. All right. So I could show the comments that come up. All right. So I'm navigating through all of this again. And I do plan to go live more often. Right now, this is what's working well for me, is to just do these live videos. As far as editing and all this kind of stuff, it's not where I feel aligned. So I'll be connecting with all of you, and I certainly will announce it ahead of time to when I will be going live to give you the opportunity to catch me. And I prefer to go during the day, but I may do day and evening. This is all unfolding. Let's say this is unfolding. All right. So before I dive into today's topic, the topic is manifest what you want in your twin flame connection, even if it feels impossible. And I am aware that some people are, their soul called in a soulmate with the same intensity. The connection feels similar and all this kind of stuff. So whichever connection you're in, striving for, your twin flame, this all applies because it's all about connection. It is not about what's on the outside. Okay, it's not about the person on the outside. This is how you're going to get what you want, what your soul is calling for from within. Okay, so I definitely look forward to that connection with everyone. There's one person on live. I'm used to the comments. I'm used to all of this kind of stuff. So I'm getting back into this, connecting with all of you. So before I fully dive into this, because it's an amazing life when you can understand how this works. Okay, how this works. And again, before I go in, I want to announce that my Attract Your Twin Flame and Manifest Your Dreams 14-day challenge is now on sale until tomorrow. You receive 35% off of this course. And so many people have expressed to me how amazing this course is. And with those who are currently with their twin flame, it really helps them to balance within the connection whenever they feel like they're coming off, the energy is coming off, and so on. I'll go more into this course as the live continues and more people come in. This course really helps you with shifting into that oneness perception. There's about, I want to say about 14 different techniques that you can use, and you find the one that works for you so that you're coming within. Okay. So a lot of this journey is not on the outside. And I know it's going to feel like it's on the outside, right? A lot of it is not on the outside. Okay. And again, feel free to comment. I definitely want to connect with all of you. So let's get back into this. So the person asked me about manifesting now that their twin flame is in their life. And if you haven't experienced reconnection yet, pay attention. Okay. These are techniques that I use in my own connection and that I have to remind myself of, and not remind, but that to stay within that. Actually, yeah, remind. Because the human mind, there's the mind that tries to get in there sometimes. And so these are techniques that I use to stay within, to stay in that, the manifestation from inside, guys. Okay. Inside of me, inside of you, you're manifesting within you. All right. So what do I mean by this? Okay. Your twin flame, what I want you to understand is that if you're on here, it's likely you're a divine feminine. You resonate with the divine feminine energy. Again, these are energies. So you choose or you connect with what aligns with you. Okay. The energy you prefer to be in, or the energy that resonates the strongest, because that's who you are. So divine feminine, and again, it's just energies. You have divine masculine energy within yourself too. You have the masculine energy. We're not ignoring that, but I'm saying that the fact that you're on here seeking information, you're likely to be in the feminine energy. And your twin flame is the masculine energy of you. Okay. This is what I want you to really come to understand, to have the biggest understanding, which is going to make so many changes in your connection. Okay. Just checking. Nobody has commented yet. All right. Is recognizing that the physical of the divine masculine that you're looking at outside of you, is outside, is actually a reflection of the energy within you. Okay? Within you. Sometimes this might feel confusing. It may seem confusing. The ego is going to pop up and say, all right, no, it's not. They're doing this to me. They're doing that. It's them. Okay? So as long as you stay in the belief that something outside of you is doing something to you in a heavy way, and the ego steps in and wants to say all these things, it continues to show up in your physical. So it won't matter how much you're telling yourself, I'm manifesting this new reality, I'm going to journal, I'm going to do all of this kind of stuff. If that connection isn't made, that your divine masculine counterpart, twin flame, reflects the energy that's inside of you. Okay? So what does this mean? You know, I created the Divine Masculine Healing Journal, which I will do a video on, that helps to heal what they're showing. Okay. It helps to heal what they are showing. And the reason why this happens, that, and again, this isn't downloaded information, but I'm sharing it with you. These are things that I've come to learn in sessions, in connection with my soul, with spirits, with the universe, and all of this kind of stuff. The information the universe sends me and provides me so I can relay the message to you. The reason why your twin flame, your counterpart, was created is because they are your biggest mirror. Okay? We go into a connection like this and we say, this is a relationship. I'm having a relationship with someone. I want a relationship. I don't want to live alone. I'm ready for my partner. I want this person. So we label it as a relationship. So when something happens and we feel triggered, we use our mind and say, let me fix that. All right. Let me work harder. Let me convince them. Let me do all this talking. Okay. And I'm not making fun of you by going like this. I'm representing talking. Let me do all of this talking to them so they can understand me, see me, and all this kind of stuff. I need to feel heard by them. So I'm going to scream louder. I'm going to convince them. I'm going to lay out all this stuff to them so something will change. And I'm even going to ask this question because this is a popular question here. Popular question. Matter of fact, I have to diagram some of this stuff. This is my first time coming back after a while. Yay! I have somebody in here who commented, "Hi, Anthony. I'm so glad you mentioned good evening. Looks like you're coming from Facebook. I love it. I love it. I love making the connection." I have a notebook here, and I'm not sure if what did I do with my pen? Ooh, it's not here, but it's right here. I don't know if you're going to be able to see my diagram, but I want you to really, really help understand this. I really want you to understand this. Okay. So a relationship teaches us it's outside of us. A connection teaches us it's how we are connecting with ourselves, our beliefs that are being mirrored, and so on. Okay. I did go into the Divine Masculine Healing Journal. How this goes is when you're saying they're not doing something, they're not showing up, I don't feel protected, I don't really feel safe, anything like those. I mean, safety is a huge thing. You definitely want to feel safe. This is all around masculine energy, okay, which is the doer, the protector, the provider, safety, and all of this kind of stuff. Energy. This is energy. Your divine masculine is your masculine energy, okay, that had learned some sort of belief that's showing up outside of you. Now, before you say, well, I don't want to shift this belief and take away their free will and have them doing something else, I want to let you know that the purpose of them being here is to show you, reflect to you. Okay. So this person is reflecting you. Okay. Sometimes spirits will call it, what do you call it? A mirage, an illusion of some sort. Okay. Which is weird because you see the physical. You're like, how is this an illusion? And this is with anybody, by the way. And with money, if you're struggling with money, there is this, it's an illusion because that reality gets shifted, gets changed like that when you take a look at what is showing you inside of yourself, inside of you. Okay. And so when you desire, in the universe or God, whichever resonates, loves you so much. Some of you might be like, I don't know if I'm feeling that love right now. To provide you with this reflection of you so you recognize these patterns within yourself. You recognize these beliefs within yourself. Okay. I'm being guided towards insecurity. It's a big thing. What if my twin doesn't choose me? What if they choose someone else? What if they go to someone else? And worst thing from this, I strongly urge that you seek healing if this is you. If you're in connection and you don't know how to trust it, okay? You don't know how to trust this person is showing up for you, it manifests. A lot of times the things we are afraid of shows up because there's a belief around it in our subconscious mind that needs your assistance. And this is where I come in. This is what I help my clients with, is getting to the root of that belief. Okay? Going deep in it. And I know ChatGPT is a huge thing. AI is huge. Many people are researching AI. They're like, let me get the answers from AI. I would tell you, it's very hard for us to see ourselves. I will repeat, it's very hard for us to see ourselves all the time. You can see yourself. But what I find, because this is how my sessions go, is I just love it when people just start talking. It's like you talk about what's weighing you on your heart right now, because there is a trust that what you're talking about is what needs healing. Anything you talk about, anything you bring up is where the healing happens. And a lot of times I'm able to hear something that my clients cannot hear and help them through that. Okay. Even I had to hire coaching for myself because I needed to see it. I was married for 10 years in a horrible relationship, lost a lot of myself. And I was like, I don't want to experience this again. So I hired someone so I can see what it was in me that brought that connection into my life. I got my wonderful kids, of course, but I didn't need it to stop there. What I was desiring is to attract better in my life, a better connection, someone who is supportive and hears me and is committed to that. And we're committed to that with one another. And this is the reason I sought healing and had the wonderful opportunity of working with my coach who focused on connection. And that's what I focus on, connection, healing that. Okay. So if there is a belief, all right, let me rewind how this mirroring works with your twin soul that's showing you is when a belief comes up, they're doing this, they're doing that. It's a belief in you. It exists in you, and they're reflecting that belief in you. Okay. So this is where you take a look at that belief. Yep. Take a look at the belief. Stop telling yourself, I shouldn't think this way. I shouldn't feel this way. Your beliefs, these beliefs that come up out of ego, out of fear, out of whatever, are showing you something that's within you. And we go deeper and we dive deeper and heal that and align with what you feel on a soul level is for you. Okay. Notice I didn't say them. When you're manifesting, working on manifesting, or matter of fact, don't even look at it like it's manifesting because sometimes there is this idea attached to manifesting that triggers the fear in us. Am I doing it right? Is this really happening? Instead, see the mirror when it shows itself. Because I'm not saying you're going to see the mirror all day, every day. I'm going to sit here looking for something in them that they're going to say to me. It's not like that. Hold on. What I'm referring to is what is being reflected to you right now that is not a part of the reality that you want to have. Okay. What is coming up that's triggering something inside of yourself? Like, why did they say that? Why are they doing that? Or anything like this. And look within and begin to believe. This is the next part. Believe that this is your new reality now. Okay. Got that? This is your new reality now. What I'm hearing is do this with money. If you're struggling with money, there is a belief in there. If you've been working on this belief, you're trying to manifest and it's not showing up, there's a belief in there. Go deeper. Go deeper. Okay. And these are the things that we do. We go real deep on it. This lifetime, past lifetime, go deep. All right. And if you experience success, please do comment. Let me know. Okay. And so, all right. And then choose that reality that you want. When it comes to manifesting what we desire in connection, okay, if there is a question in you that says, what are we doing? Where are we? Do we have a title? Why is it not here? Guess who mirrors that? Because those are beliefs, okay? So guess who mirrors that? When you sit in the, where are we? What are we doing here? Can you give it the title? Can we meet your family? All of this kind of stuff. Like when is this going to happen? Guess who mirrors that? And guess who's manifesting that? Okay, so mirroring is your twin flame. Manifesting is the universe. Because if you're asking it, it means you don't believe it. There isn't, that belief is not there. Okay. If you're asking, where is it? The universe manifests, where is it? If you're asking, when is it going to happen? How soon? The universe manifests, how soon? Okay. This is what's showing up. And a lot of times is making it hard for the reality to change because we're asking ourselves these questions instead of being in that reality, in the reality of it's happening. It's here. Okay. It just is. And so if you're not able to connect with that reality, start small. What is here? 5D communication is here, right? What is here to you and stuff like that? A lot of times people are like, 5D communication, I don't know if I can believe it. That's a whole nother video. We got to talk about 5D communication, okay? That guides you. There's a guidance here through that communication, through your intuition. All right, all of this, even the information tonight, take what resonates with your soul. But if there's a part of you that is waiting on this reality to happen, it manifests waiting on this reality to happen. You've got to understand that. And money is masculine energy, by the way. I learned that when I first found out I was on this journey with the first twin flame coach I followed. Money is masculine energy. So a lot of the experiences you're having applies with money too. So if money, and I always like to give a different example because we're not focusing on the person. Let go. Stop focusing on the person. Stop focusing on the paper money. Stop focusing on these things. Don't look at your bank account. All right. This is a powerful message right here. Stop looking at your bank account and know that what's happening is energy inside of you. Energy, beliefs, things like those around masculine energy within yourself. I bet you haven't heard that from somewhere. Okay. And so if you hadn't learned, this is the connection piece where I come in, you hadn't learned how to trust the masculine energy inside of you, which is being reflected outside, to show up for you, to be there for you. Maybe you didn't have that connection with your father. Maybe your father wasn't really there for you, wasn't connecting with you emotionally and all of this kind of stuff. Or maybe your mother, because it can come, masculine energy, I want to say masculine wounds can come from your mother too. All right, real thing. Masculine wounds can come from your mother. If she was in her wounded masculine energy, meaning she argued a lot, she yelled, she was busy all the time, and she wasn't really there for your emotional need, this teaches that energy within yourself, that the masculine is busy all the time and is not there for my emotional needs. Or in my situation where I was told, do not look for any man who is supportive like your dad. I was literally taught that. Okay. And thanks for the comment, by the way. Being farmed to hearse, start small, then grow. Yes. I was literally taught that. Don't look, because my father does everything for my mom. Okay. She's pure divine feminine energy, always held high standards, always put herself on a pedestal, always like this. Okay. And I'm not putting her down in any kind of way, but gave a different suggestion. Don't look for it. So my mind said, okay, I won't look for it. So if it happens that a man was showing up, if it happens, he's showing up, he's there, and all this kind of stuff, I was literally trained, don't look for it. So either it shows up and I can't see it, which is what happened to me. I got coaching to help me see it. Okay, to help me see it. Or it would just not show up because my mind said it doesn't exist. So therefore, it doesn't come into my reality. And what came into my reality was someone who didn't hear me, okay, did not honor my, let's just put it like that. Feeling unheard, unseen, unprotected, unsafe in the connection is what showed up because I was informed. Is that on me? Oh, I think so. we have we started having ants. It's ant season and all this kind of stuff. And that's what happened. So when you desire the reflection of your masculine energy, learning experiences, and all of this kind of stuff, go within. Go within. And like really look at what is being shown. Perhaps not even what is being shown. What do you desire? What do you desire to experience? And go within and shift that. All right. Within. And non-attachment is key. Non-attachment. Okay. If I'm putting you on the spot, I got to keep it real. I have to keep it real. It's our heart. I get it. Our heart, the human part of us, desires to feel attached to someone or something and believe that that something or someone is giving us is fulfilling our needs. Our needs has to come from that thing. And so there's a lot of spending out time outside of ourselves, hoping, wishing, praying that thing, person will fulfill what's within us. And so this leads to some sort of attachment. I gotta have it. They need to show up. They need to do something. So I'm gonna do all this talk, and convince them why they need to do it for me. Okay? That leads to codependency. That leads to lack of confidence because the more you're trying and you're not seeing the result, the more it wears on you and you begin to feel less confident, unworthy, unlovable. All of this happens when we attach ourselves. We attach who we are in our experiences to outside of ourselves. Okay? And it's a big lesson learning how to experience non-attachment. And believe me, I say this from the bottom of my heart because I really care for all of you. Okay? When you're unable to move into non-attachment, the universe will show you why you need to. And I say it in a loving way. Believe me, I have my fights with the universe. I've had my fights with the universe. But that's what the universe does. The universe does what the universe does. And we might say, hey, universe, I don't agree with you. Like, I want it a different way. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. The laws of the universe stay consistent. Okay? And they are something to really consider. They stay consistent, unbending. All right? When you understand the laws, that's another thing, you change reality. So again, my course is on sale. I'm going to put the link here. And it's 35% off. And it is the Attract Your Twin Flame, Manifest Your Dreams 14-day challenge. So right there, it's been a while. Bear with me. All right. So there is that link for it, and the sale ends tomorrow. We discuss non-attachment. Well, you get to learn about non-attachment and cultivating within you, the energy within you, so it's reflected outside of you. How to trust the universe and the universe's guidance, very, very important. How to really use your intuition when it comes to this experience, this connection. Your intuition lets you know, okay? You get that gut feeling. You might be like, Gheen, okay, if I'm trusting my intuition, why do I have to listen to you? You don't have to. Listen to your intuition, okay? I'm explaining what works. What I have seen that works. And the information I provide will help you to connect, well, I sure hope it does, to what your intuition guides you on. Because a lot of times people will say, oh, is that what that is? Yeah, that's what that is. That's what that is. Okay. Again, from the bottom of my heart, because I really care about all of you. Non-attachment is the key. Being able to see that reflection. I know some of you are like, okay, how does love get reflected? How is love reflected, 𝐿? How do I get to experience this really wonderful, amazing love? We're talking about manifesting. Because it is the love within you being manifested on the outside. Your twin is your mirror. The person you feel strongly connected with is your mirror. Okay? You get to experience love from within. And again, I'll create a video on how that works, how the universe prepares you for this connection, and how to maintain the connection, which happens inside of you. Of course, human mind, like I mentioned, human mind is going to say, oh, but I want to feel it. I want that good feeling that they're giving me. Your mind is going to try to tell you that they're giving it to you. It's going to try. Your mind is also going to try to tell you that they're doing something to you. Any insecurities that's still within you, your mind is going to say, oh, there it goes again. There is again. I try to protect you from that. I try to protect you from that rather than it's reflecting something. Okay. I got to share with you. This is really up and coming. This is happening in the community is the breakdown. And if I trigger anyone, I hope not. Multiple partners, polyamory, cheating, and all of this kind of stuff. And the divine masculine is being held accountable. This is the year for it. I say it, you might start seeing different things around it. But it's through the feminine. The masculine is held accountable. We're going to talk about all of this. We're going to talk about all of this. This is the year for that. Okay. It happens inside of you. And you trusting your inner guidance and this breakdown of whatever it is that's being reflected by the masculine. Okay. We got to remember something's happening here. Something is happening here so that love that you deserve is experienced the way that you desire. Okay. This is all happening so that you're experiencing the love that you feel on a soul level, not fear. Not what if they do this to me again? Not that. That's not love. That's fear. Doesn't mean to ignore it. Again, we'll do all this talking. It does not mean to ignore your fear and your ego and your triggers and none of that. You will not find healing. I say that. This is me being my ego, right? You won't find healing when you push those to the side and tell yourself, I shouldn't be feeling them. Because someone on the outside, this community for a long time had said, you can't feel them. You know, they're a part of you. Ignore it. It's going to go away. And then you find that it's not going away. Okay. This is all part of your healing journey. Okay? And so if you have any question, if I wasn't clear about that, just let me know. So go within. What is this mirror showing me? What have I not learned yet about love or my inner person? We do a lot of inner child healing. What has my inner person, what is my inner person still holding on to about love that's showing up here in this reality? Okay. And that's how you shift. That's how you shift. It goes with it. It's within. It's within. And then during that time when the shift is happening, I know, you're going to be like, oh my goodness, my masculine's life is breaking down, is tearing apart and all this kind of stuff. Well, there is ego degradation. That is a part of the journey too. And this is where a lot of people start to grip tighter. I need to do something. I need to fix this. I need to, oh my goodness, I've got to save this person. Okay. The ego gets broken down because you're healing the energy within and you're aligning so much more with what you're feeling within. And so there is a breakaway from the ego space and moving into soul a whole lot more. A whole lot more. And when we worry and panic, why is this happening to them? We add, I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming you. This is the law of the universe to that experience. But when you observe and say, oh, my reality is unfolding. Let me go back to being that creator that I am. It aligns with you. Okay, so lots of this is happening, and I appreciate those who stayed on the whole time. Again, I plan to go live more often. I am also on Facebook, my profile. Anybody who's stepping into their mission, I share stuff over there too. Okay, it all goes hand in hand. If you feel a calling to rise into who you are inside, believe me, this is how my journey transformed my life. And I share that. That's over there in my Facebook profile. And I'll put a link there. Add me as a friend. That is really the only place you're going to see it. Otherwise, well, there's other locations in spiritual business groups and so on. But you can just connect with my profile. Okay. All right. So again, thank you for hopping on. Please comment if you're watching the replay. I'm checking my comments. I'm so excited to be connecting with all of you. Again, take care.